We are continuing our conversation with Jack Daniel's master distiller, Jeff Arnett. Jess decided she wanted to step up.
Of course.
Of course, why not? These three bottles, the smaller bottles, Jeff, tell us a little bit about these. And you say these are only available right here in Tennessee.
They are. You know, I think what we're finding is that we've got about 300,000 people a year who come and take the tour at the distillery. Most of them, you know, already know Black Label, maybe Gentleman Jack Single Barrel. They're not necessarily looking for bottles at the distillery that look like those. They want something that's very unique and special that would be a nice souvenir. So we said, hey, this is something that we should do for tour takers and potentially even set up a tasting tour that would include these. But anything that we have at the visitor center is automatically eligible for distribution in the state of Tennessee. So when we came out with this Tennessee Tasters line, it meant, you know, getting it at the visitor center for our tourists also meant that any store in the state can pick it up. So, but it's been a lot of fun because, you know, as master distiller, I oversee the whiskey making at Jack Daniel's, but I have 100 people.
He oversees everything.
I heard that.
You know, I have fantastic help there, but we have 100 of our full-time employees who serve as official whiskey tasters.
Right.
Some of them are master tasters. So there are ideas that we we bounce around at times, and we like to say, hey, let's see how that would go.
Now let's say I'm a taster.
How can I get this job?
What do you do? What are you looking for when you're doing a taste like this?
You know, part of it, you know, when you're tasting, it's not just what you taste, but where you're tasting it that you have to pay attention to. So sweet is on the tip of the tongue, sour's on the sides and underneath, bitter's on the back of your tongue and throat. Salty is a random flavor. You can detect it anywhere on the palate, but whiskey shouldn't be salty.
Right.
But if you go through, like from Gentleman Jack, very tip of tongue, sweet whiskey, it finishes quickly, so it doesn't have a lot of aftertaste. If you go to a single barrel, it typically has a longer finish, so I expect more character in the back of the throat. So I'm always, as I'm assessing each brand that we have, I'm thinking about where is it on the palate, and is it in the location or the zone of the palate where it should be. Of course, our Old No. 7 should be balanced. Honey's going to be sweet, rye's going to be black pepper and spice at center.
I did want to ask you this. Last week, you guys actually shut your tours and your offices down because of all of the incredible rain, and I don't ever recall that happening. Has it before?
Well, in my almost 18 years that I've been there, I've seen one other time that we've had a rain event that would have disturbed the cave spring. The fortunate thing for us is we've kind of thought through every scenario that could affect the whiskey quality.
Sure.
We're sitting on 10 million gallons of cave spring water that's been sand filtered and perfectly clear.
That's
so
a bunch.
We're not going to be caught off guard. So when we see a moment like that where it's like, hey, we need to let this settle down, let the rains run off, and then kind of reset, we can do that.
We get on a roll like this, and they're telling us we got 30 seconds left. Hate it. But you guys are always welcome for tours. You can call in advance and book your tours, whether it's a tasting tour or a non-tasting tour. And if you get lucky, you may get to meet this guy.
I'm there 80% of the time. I'm there 80% of the time.
Check it out at jackdaniels.com. The website again, jackdaniels.com. Jeff Arnett, thank you very much for joining us. Oh, we got to do this. Get a picture of this real quick. We want to say hello to the Lynchburg Mob.